Hello there, Angie here. I wanted to run through just a couple of things for those of you who may be unfamiliar with me. I think I've met the majority of you, but there are many who we have connected on social media. But one of the things that is the catalyst behind why I created this unique offer is because the number one question that I get answered is, how do I increase my revenue? How do I bring in more clients? That's hands down by far the number one question that I get answered the most. And I do have a 12-week coaching, one-on-one customized coaching program around that. But I found that it can be a little bit financially challenging for women who aren't making any revenue or aren't making the revenue that they had hoped. And so it puts the one-on-one counseling coaching out of reach. So I thought, I need to make this as easy as possible and just not even reduce, eliminate all of the barriers. And so this is a very simplified version of my 12-week program, condensed down into 4 weeks. But the most important thing is what you're going to create in that 4 weeks. And plug and play, cookie cutter, one size fits all, methods and roadmaps and strategies and all that stuff, they only work for such a small portion of the population. And they weren't created for you as a unique business owner. They weren't created for your unique audience. And they weren't created for your unique offer. And so you will get a customized sales funnel from scratch. We're not going to be starting with, any type of foundation, except for the education that comes with it. We're going to do this together. You're going to answer some very strategic questions, and I am going to, right alongside of you, we are going to customize a sales funnel that will work for you. I'm also going to provide the education behind every single step so that the next time you create an offer, all you have, and as long as your audience stays the same. Now, if your audience changes, you need a new funnel. But anytime, like if you write a book and it's going to the same audience, you create a new offer and it's going to the same audience, you can just walk through those steps again and replicate a sales funnel that will work for your unique business and your unique avatar. And so that's like the biggest key piece of this that I just can't emphasize enough. So anyhow, and I am going to show you how you can optimize every single stage of your sales funnel. And your sales funnel, you can run your business through AI. You can go to even Canva or any of those places and say, show me what a sales funnel looks like. And they're a basic template, but it's not customized for your business. And that is probably, although I don't know for sure, unless I can, really get into the nuts and bolts of your business. But this is typically the piece that's missing when it comes to revenue generation, because you might have a very long sales funnel, or you might have a very short sales funnel that is full of 2 or 3 steps, or it could be 7 or 8 steps, and it could be anything in between. So anyhow, so we're going to make this just for you, just for your business. Then once again, you're going to be able to replicate it. So what I wanted to show you is, and I wasn't even prepared. I was This thought just kind of came to me, if I'm being honest, to show you, excuse me, what this actually looks like. And where is it? Um, do, 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 do. So this is what your the program looks like. And each one of these is really questions. There are questions behind each and every one of these. So this is all, already laid out for you. And but there's questions behind each and every one of these for you to answer. That's where a lot of the customization comes in. You're going to be able to communicate with me in between sessions right on your own Trello board. And I'll show you exactly. See right here, it says make a copy of this board, breaks it down exactly how to do that, how to invite me so that I can look at your board. And at the end, I'll show you how to kick me off your board so that you can keep this. And once again, this is where your replicable system comes in. You just go back, re-answer the questions, and build your next funnel, as long as the audience stays the same. So anyhow, so this just kind of gives you a breakdown of, all of the things. So I wanted to show you just a little bit of insights into what this funnel creation looks like. The other thing I wanted to explain, because, and I believe this wholeheartedly. I believe you get what you pay for, 100%. And so, like, if you get something for free, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of quality or value out of that. Now, this is only $100, and I'm going to tell you why I have priced it at such an affordable point. It's because I have reached a point in my business. I've been doing this over 12 years, almost 13 years now, almost 900 clients later. And yeah, and that doesn't even include the audiences that I've spoken to. My largest audience that I've spoken to is over 12,000. So anyhow, I just have reached a point in my business where I've got to give some back. You know what I mean? Like, I have been blessed and I just need to give something back to women who really want to be successful in their business, who really want to generate the income that they so strongly desire and are willing to roll up their sleeves and put in the work. So I priced it at a point that just made it affordable for every woman in business. So as you can see there, tons of value. There's no shortcuts. There's no, it's not just the bare bones minimum. So just wanted to give you an idea of what the program was like, what you get. It's going to be completely customized. Cannot emphasize that enough. And the more you can customize, and this goes with working with any coach, I don't care what kind of coach they are, the more that they can customize, the higher the success rate you're going to have, and the outcomes and the return on your investment in working with that coach. And I can tell you that very, very quickly, the typical return on investment within a couple of weeks is $340. And $340 return on investment for a $100 investment within a couple of weeks. That's a pretty good ROI. And that is just going to keep increasing, right? The more, you get your sales funnel up and rocking, the more revenue you are going to generate. So anyhow, if you have any questions, I would love to answer them. Thanks for taking the time to spend a few moments with me today. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.